most evil person you've ever met. Without a doubt, my stepmother, Sarah. I was only 9 when my dad married her, and she brought her son Trevor to live with us. At first, everything seemed perfect. Sarah was sweet, made amazing cookies, and always braided my hair before school. But as soon as the wedding ring was on her finger, she changed completely. It started with small things. She'd forget to pack my lunch, but always had a perfect meal for Trevor. She'd lose my homework, but spend hours helping him with his projects. I tried telling my dad, but she'd cry and say I was just having trouble adjusting. When I was 11, I started getting really sick at school. Horrible stomach pains, vomiting, fever. The school nurse kept sending me home, but the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong. I missed so many classes that the school threatened to hold me back. Meanwhile, Trevor was thriving, getting straight A's and joining every sports team. One day, I came home early and caught Sarah putting something in my orange juice. She didn't see me watching from the doorway as she emptied a capsule into my drink and stirred it with a spoon. My hands were shaking as I recorded it on my phone. That night, I showed the video to my dad. He didn't believe me at first, saying Sarah would never do that. But when he confronted her, she broke down crying, claiming she only gave me vitamin supplements because I was so sickly. Dad wanted to believe her so badly. I started secretly dumping out any drinks or food she gave me. Suddenly, my mysterious illness disappeared. But things got worse in other ways. My clothes would vanish from the dryer. My textbooks would go missing right before tests. My phone would somehow reset itself, erasing all my photos and messages. When I was 13, I broke my arm during gymnastics. Sarah volunteered to pick up my pain medication from the pharmacy. That night, I was in so much agony I could barely breathe. Dad took me to the ER, where they discovered I'd been given ibuprofen instead of my prescribed painkillers. Sarah swore the pharmacy must have made a mistake, but when Dad checked our medicine cabinet, he found my actual prescription hidden behind some cleaning supplies. The hospital did a drug test and found traces of Ipecac in my system. That's what had been making me sick all those years. Child Services got involved. During their investigation, they discovered Sarah had done this before. She'd married a man in Oregon who had a daughter named Amy. After 3 years of mysterious illnesses, Amy died from organ failure. Sarah moved away before any investigation could start. But the worst part? She'd been giving my college fund to Trevor the entire time. Every month, she transferred thousands from my account to his. By the time we caught her, she'd stolen over $160,000. Money my mom had left me when she died. The police found detailed journals in her basement office. She'd written about how she wanted my dad all to herself, how Trevor deserved my inheritance more than me, how she enjoyed watching me suffer. She'd even started researching untraceable poisons. Sarah got 15 years in prison. Trevor was sent to live with his real dad in California. My dad had a complete breakdown, blaming himself for not protecting me. He spent years in therapy trying to understand how he'd missed the signs. Last month, I got a letter from Sarah. She's up for parole and wants to make amends. She wrote about how she's changed, realizes her mistakes, said she thinks about me every day. I sent back a single photo, my law school graduation picture. I specialized in family law and child advocacy.